What is up YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and in this video I will be finishing the Arachnid Quarter. I meant to post this video sooner, but a few things came up, but the important thing is I get it done before the Plague Quarter releases. There is a slight chance I'm wrong, but I believe that quarter will release later today. This time you have my word that I will get through the wing much faster, at least video wise. Now I am going to use my Paladin deck against the Spider Queen Maexxna. Her ability is called Web Wrap, and it's pretty annoying, but it's much worse in Heroic. In Normal it costs her 3 mana crystals, and in Heroic it's absolutely free. What it does is returns 2 of your random minions to your hand. So there's this whole thing in Heroic where you need to use Battle Cry and or cards with charge. But anyways, as far as all these bosses on Heroic, I have defeated them, and if you want me to do any videos on them, I can show you exactly which deck I used. Plus I'll give you the basic strategy behind my deck and why you want to tweak your decks to defeat these bosses. Also, as far as the class challenges, I do plan on doing videos for each one of those. So we'll get caught up on those this week, as well as the Plague Quarter, and then I'll take a look at least one or so other games. All in all, it should be a pretty action-packed week for this channel. Now in this match, Maexxna loves playing Haunted Creepers, and it can be quite annoying because when you kill them, they summon 2 more 1/1 spiders. On my second turn, I'm just using my Paladin's ability, and we summon a 1/1. Then we might as well do 1 damage to Maexxna. She summons a Direwolf Alpha, which gives adjacent minions +1 attack. And then she does take out our 1/1 summon. I feel that I need to take out that Direwolf, so what we're going to do is cast a Wolf Rider, which has charge, and then we'll go ahead and attack it. Now we'll spend our Divine Shield killing the Haunted Creeper. That'll be the end of our turn, and let's go ahead and see what's coming next. Well, it's going to be a Shade of Naxxramus. This is a 2/2 with stealth that gains +1/+1 at the start of Maexxna's turns. Because of this, you'll probably want to take it out as soon as you can. What I'm going to do is play a bunch of minions, and then next turn when it's a 3/3, I'll use a Wolf Rider and charge in for 3. In the meantime, let's go ahead and hit the boss for 1 more damage. Now at this point she could use Web Wrap, which by the way she uses every single turn in Heroic. In Normal, as you can see, sometimes she opts not to use it. That's completely fine with me because I much rather have my minions on the battlefield than in my hand. Well, since the Shade went ahead and lost 2 of its HP, I'm going to attack it with our 1/1 summon. Then with our 5 mana crystals I can still play our Wolf Rider, plus our Loot Hoarder. After that it's going to be a tough decision on whether or not I should take out the enemy minions, or straight up attack the boss. You know what, this time I think I'm going to go for the boss and do 6 damage. We do have an equality in our hand, so if we got a Consecration we could wipe the board easily. What that card does is change the health of all minions to 1. Then we also have a True Silver Champion which does 4 damage, has 2 durability, and then it heals us for 2 when we use it. Now this turn Maexxna plays another Direwolf, and then she uses her Web Wrap ability. Oh, and I'm sorry, there is a correction. What she does on Normal is return 1 minion for 3 mana. Then on Heroic, she returns 2 minions to your hand for free. Talk about a buff, that's pretty insane. I have to say, this turn is pretty action-packed. We used a True Silver Champion, a Secret, which summons a 2/1 Defender, plus an Argent Squire with Divine Shield. I used the Loot Hoarder to take out the Direwolf, that way we got to draw a card because of its death rattle. We drew into an Acolyte of Pain, which also helps us draw cards. That's something you'll want to think about whenever you construct any type of deck in this game. Not to sound like a broken record, but I cannot overstate the importance of needing to draw extra cards. Usually, once you run out, you're basically dead in the water. Some decks absolutely dominate in the early game, and then they run out of steam at the end. Maybe at some point we'll take a look at the top 5 draw cards, and then maybe we could even branch out into top 5 cards of pretty much any type. That is, unless you don't like top 5 lists, but to be honest, I do find myself watching quite a few. Oh, and another video that I do plan to make, as we try to get a few more characters on our side of the board, is a best of pack opening. I've tried to record most of my pack openings, and I have had some really good pulls. By the way, after seeing that 8/8 Sea Giant, I'm really happy that we kept equality, and that we have Consecration. Once it gets to be my turn, I'll be able to wipe their side of the board, just by casting those 2 cards. Otherwise, I have to admit that 8/8 would be a serious problem. Then we'll attack the boss, and we're going to do 2 damage, taking them down to 12. By the way, even though we had card draw, we're still very limited on our hand. That's part of the problem right now, and the reason why it's taking so long to win. Okay, and they play a pretty clever combination. They're killing their own creature, which has a death rattle to summon a 1/2 slime with taunt. Now they have 2 creatures with taunt, and they have a hungry crab. Luckily, we didn't have any murlocs in play. On our turn, we draw an Avenging Wrath, which I am going to play, and hopefully we take out some of that taunt. This card deals 8 damage randomly split among all enemies. This includes the boss herself. Okay, so let's see how lucky we get. Usually this card is pretty amazing, but it is randomly split, and there's quite a bit of health out there. That's not too bad, but what we're going to do next is use the Abusive Sergeant to give our 1/1 +2 attack. That kicks in yet another death rattle, so now they have a 1/2 slime with taunt. Rather than attack it twice, I'm going to summon another 1/1 and then end the turn. At this point, Maexxna is only at 9 health, and we do have 1 consecration in our hand. This card deals 2 damage to all enemies at once. Okay, this time she does play a 5/5 and a Haunted Creeper. She takes out my Argent Squire and uses Web Wrap. 1 more attack from her Hungry Crab and my Abusive Sergeant is also gone. That definitely wasn't a great turn for us, but she only has 1 card left. Because of that, and also because of Consecration, I'm pretty confident in our chances to win this. Also, the Abusive Sergeant's +2 attack will allow us to take out this 5/3. 2 Silver Hand recruits later, and that's the end of our turn. Okay, so we have the slight advantage, but we are also out of cards. Maexxna is going to play a Stone Skin Gargoyle, and then she's also going to use Web Wrap. This time it really benefits us because it returns Abusive Sergeant to our hand, and he has Battle Cry. This will allow us to play him once again and give that +2 attack to a minion. I have to admit that's pretty fortunate for us. Next, we draw a Blessing of Might, which gives a minion +3 attack. What this will do is allow us to win this battle right now. After using Blessing of Might and gaining +3 attack, then our Abusive Sergeant's +2 attack, we have just enough damage to finish off Maexxna. So that's going to be the end of the normal section of the Arachnid Quarter, and now we get to collect our rewards. First, we're going to get 2 times Nerubian Egg, and that's a 0/2 that upon death summons a 4/4 Nerubian. This can actually be a pretty decent card, especially when you can give it taunt. This will cause it to stop an attack, take that damage over your hero or some other minion, and then you're going to get a 4/4 Nerubian out of it. That's actually not too bad at all, and it will help you also in some of the heroics. For example, I used it against Anub'Rekhan. But by the way, that's not the only thing we receive. We also unlock a legendary card, Maexxna. This is a 2/8 beast for 6 mana crystals that has destroy any minion damaged by this minion. This could definitely come in handy, and you could give it taunt as well. And it is what it says, it destroys any minion that's damaged. I for one am going to throw it in at least a few of my decks and try it out. But anyways, that is going to be it for our look at the Arachnid Quarter, but we will go back and do all the class challenges. And if you want me to look at any of the heroics and show you my deck list and how I beat them, then I'd be more than happy to make a video about it. Just let me know in the comment section below. That's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I want to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, good luck and take care.